Alright, so this is a tutorial of the website builder process within AutoBidder. So I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but websites are a very important key part of the AutoBidder ecosystem. Uh, if you don't have a good website, AutoBidder is going to, it's just simply not going to perform as well. If your website doesn't look very good or you don't have a good funnel, it's not going to work very good. And so that's why we make such a big emphasis with our website system. So with that being said, our primary industry is definitely pressure washing. So that's where we have most of our different styles. You're simply going to start by choosing a style. And there's a few, I think there's around 100 or so templates here. Let me just open one up. If you want to view it, you just simply click the eye icon. It's going to open it up here. You can see sort of what the demo looks like. Do that with a bunch of different ones. Go through, look at the different options. And you don't have to pick a pressure washing site. You can pick any one of these templates and change it to be pressure washing. Now, we also have a service available where we can build it for you, just like our typical website building system separate from AutoBidder. We can build your website out for you. If you now you're going to have to pay a fee for it, obviously, but we can build the website for you if you feel like you may struggle with it. But let me just show you the process. Let's say you found one. I'm just going to pick a random one here. I'll pick the first one we've got here. I'm going to click create website. It's going to create. It's going to take a minute, and then show you what to do next. Give it a second. This process could take a few seconds here. So, okay, good. Now we're going to go ahead and click open editor. It's going to bring you to this page, and I'm actually going to log out of this editor because I have a separate account for testing purposes. In fact, this one's for testing purposes as well. This isn't what it's going to look like for you initially. The first thing that you're going to need to do when you create your website is you're going to need to set a password. Now, the easiest way to do that is by clicking forgot password. I know it seems weird, but just stick with me, and you're going to enter the email address that you just created, and then you're going to go check your email. All right, now let me pause this while all right, so you're going to get an email that looks like this. It's going to have your name, everything like that, and you're going to click this link, mysite.autobidder.org, and this is where you're going to set your password. All right, so let me just go ahead and type in a random password here. Okay, now let's go ahead and click change password. Okay, sure, I'm just going to click use strong password this time. Let's go ahead and create, and now we're going to log in. Okay, click login. Now we're going to click login again. And now we are in our dashboard where we can view our different sites. All right. Now you can technically have multiple sites. So if you have multiple businesses, like a lot of customers have a pressure washing business, they also have Christmas light installation, or they do hood cleaning. You may want to have separate sites for those services. It's just one way of doing it. You don't have to do it that way. This account, I have a bunch of different templates or a bunch of different sites, but the most recent one here, let's go ahead and edit it. All right, so once you've, let's go back to AutoBidder just for a second. This is what your AutoBidder site's going to look like. Now, the reason we have a separate login, we could just integrate directly into the site, but the reason we have that separate login is so that you can hire SEO companies and you can hire marketing people, people who may need to um, edit your website for you, people, or do SEO or any kind of work on your website. I prefer to do it this way because then it allows you to give them access only to your website without having access to your AutoBidder, your leads, and stuff like that. So you can create a separate temporary password. And another benefit is you can also contact the AutoBidder support team if you want to add, if you want to give someone access, like an SEO person, to just your website. You can reach out to us, send us the person's email address, and their name, and then we can add them on the back end to where they only have access to your website and not your entire AutoBidder account. All right. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and integrate AutoBidder into the website now, right? The website editor is actually pretty basic. I mean, I have tons of tutorials. Just to give you guys more context, our main primary company, Marketing Contractor, which is the creator of AutoBidder, our primary service besides AutoBidder is website design. So we take websites very, very seriously. Like, websites are a core product, core business for us. It's not just an additional add-on, upsell. It's actually a core product. So we take it very, very seriously. And so we have a lot of different videos showing how to use the website editor. Again, if you feel like it's too much and you'd rather just outsource it, you can have us do it for you, or you can hire a third party. And that's why we have that access, that system for having a separate login. You can hire a third party, give them access, and let them edit it for you. Okay. Now, let me just briefly show you while we're in here. Let's say we wanted to add AutoBidder to the bid page. There's a few different ways to do it. You can use the existing page, or you can just add a new one. Let me go check. I forget what the contact. Okay, the contact page on this page looks decent. So what you might do, let's say you wanted to replace this standard contact form. Actually, personally, I wouldn't do that. I would keep this form, because even though AutoBidder is great, there are going to be some people who just want to use the normal form. So don't forget about that. I mean, it's still not a bad idea to have that form on there, just as sort of a backup. But let's go ahead and show you how to add that. So we're going to go over real quick and grab the embed code, click copy code. Now we're going to head back over to the site editor. And that's another thing, you have a separate tab open. Okay, now if I wanted to replace this, I could just exit that out. We're going to go to widgets, grab HTML, drop it in right here, and then we're going to just paste that in. Now we're going to expand this out so that it fits nicely, sort of adjust the spacing. And if you really wanted to, I mean, you could just copy this column and then maybe add a inner row to column 1, and then just delete this and then paste it in right here. Okay, that dropped the background. Not what I was planning on doing. I'll go ahead and just take that back because I liked how it looked previously. If you make any mistakes or want to change anything, you can just hit this undo action up here. You can adjust this, make this a bit wider if you want to. Maybe shrink this down a bit. Make that text say whatever you want. Of course, you'd put your phone number and email in right here. For get a quote, we'll say get instant bid. Okay. And then what I always like to do is just test it out a few times. So go ahead and test. And you can even copy the link, test it out on your phone too. In fact, let me make sure it looks good on mobile as well. Okay, so you can see there's a big space right there. So let's just go ahead and cut this in a row. Okay, that looks a little bit better. All right, see, now you're going to want to expand this out. All right, shrink it down just a bit. And then I like to clear the padding just to give it a bit more space. Let's see here. Reset the margin. Yeah, probably should give it a little bit of spacing. Let's go 3 pixels on either side. And there we go. All right. So now that we've got that, let's go ahead and click preview again. Go up to the desktop and then test it out. House washing. All right, so that's why I like to test. I like it to be a bit bigger than that so it doesn't cut off. Oops. Yeah, my little bubble's getting in the way. Let's move her over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just doing it again. Okay, let's expand that out a little bit more. All right. Preview. Refresh it and then preview it again. And then basically once you get this looking good, well, in fact, let me change this just a little bit. I'm going to move this text over just a bit. There we go. Okay, now we can click preview. Another thing you can do is copy the preview link and test it out on your phone. I always recommend doing that, and I actually prefer to grab the link here and test it out this way, just because it doesn't get as buggy with the editor and everything in there if you test it out this way. So now I'll click get a bid. Give it a second to load. Sorry, I got a bunch of tabs open, and then the camera here, or the recorder is kind of slowing us down a bit, but get a bid. Or maybe it was the contact us. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't link that button yet. All right. And now let's test it out. Say house washing. Single story. 1,200 square feet. Let's say brick. Full house. Get price. My name. Okay. All right. Cool. We'll test this out. Schedule service. Okay, seems to be working good. So now, once you get that looking good, then you're pretty much good on the site. And again, the rest of the site editor is just like unrelated to AutoBidder for the most part. You're going to add your location pages, your service pages, whatever content you want to add, like you would on any other website editor, whether Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, whatever. Other than that part, it's just your standard website editor, right? Now, like I mentioned previously, if you feel like it's a bit too much to do yourself, we can edit it for you. So we, just like with our standard website builder, we can build the website out for you. So you go back over to the website tab, you'll see this little section here, or actually in this case, now that we picked the site, if you want us to build a site for you, you just got to go to support, click DFY services. I mean, it's done for you. And then you'll see a few other services here, like we can set AutoBidder up for you, DFY basic website design. If you want us to add an extra page for you, like a service page or anything in the future, becomes more relevant once you've been on the platform for a while and you're building out your website, and you're building not just your website, but your entire social media presence, and you want to add a new page targeting a new service. That's where that would come in handy. DFY website design, this is where you're going to get basic setup. So this is where you would get your traditional website design service, where you tell us, we'll schedule a call with you. You'll tell us what all you want done, how you want it to look, things that are in your mind. We'll take notes and then we'll build it for you. We've also got the SEO boost, just like our traditional website design system. It includes 50 location pages, as well as a blog post and a video. Just some things to give you an SEO boost. So then if you want that, you just click purchase and complete that process. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, on the website editor. There's actually a lot that goes into the website editor. When you're ready to publish, it'll have you publish. Now, you have to be on the paid plan, the $97 per month plan, which I believe is the plus plan, in order to publish. If you're not on that plan, it won't let you publish, obviously. So if you run into that and you get any confusion, that's why that's the case. If you decide you want to switch websites, you no longer want to use that site, you want to use a different one, you can delete this and it'll let you pick another website style. Okay, so that's it for this one, guys. That's it for the website editor. If you have any questions, please contact support. Come up here, fill out your subject, description, and send a support ticket, or send us an email. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hope to hear from you. Bye bye.